God, I love making fun of Jagmeet Singh. He is such a treat, you know. If it wasn't just for him holding every Canadian hostage to get to this point, it might actually be funny. But guys, join me today as we walk through some enormously hilarious gaffes from Jagmeet Singh, guys. This is Niagara Due North. Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm your host, Parmesan, and this is Niagara Due North. And on today's episode, we are going to dive into the political sage wisdom of Jagmeet Singh, Canada's very own political footnote. On February 26th, 2025, at some fancy Montreal shindig, otherwise known as the Montreal Council of Foreign Affairs, Jagmeet Singh decided to flex his political muscle and demand that Donald Trump be banned from the G7. Yes, the same G7 that's happening in Alberta this June. The one where people are actually going to show up to. Bold move, Jagmeet. Nothing says I'm still relevant like screaming into a microphone at somebody who's tuning in his victory lap. Now let's be real here. Jagmeet Singh's career peaked when he learned how to tie a turban and a tie at the same time. Since then, it's been a slow slide into obscurity, cushioned by none other than the sweet taxpayer-funded pension that he just got the other day. He's the NDP's answer to a participation trophy. Nice try, good work, here's your money. Now join me as we unpack this glorious moment of self-ownage from a man who's a walking reminder that even backbenchers have retirement plans.
I also believe we need to ban Donald Trump from attending the G7 summit. Donald Trump should not be welcome here. Why would we invite someone who has threatened our very democracy, our very sovereignty? Why would we invite someone who has threatened our economic well-being? Why would we invite someone who threatens our allies and threatens the world's stability? Why would we allow a convicted criminal into our country? Why would we invite someone who has such disdain for multilateral organizations? Instead, what we should do is use the G7 summit as an opportunity to work with our allies on a plan to resist Donald Trump and his dangerous threats to the world.
Now, I'm not gonna lie here. The left is floundering a lot more than I thought they would. I thought they were gonna turtle. They floundered. And man, they're putting up quite a frickin' fight, aren't they? I hear rhetoric like this. I see polls like that. And it really makes me think not good thoughts about Canada. In a few months' time, first of all, I think Pierre Poilievre versus Mark Carney is going to be one of the most legendary political campaigns in world history. Okay? Straight up. We have two extremely well-versed individuals who are very professional. Okay? It's gonna be smart, and it's gonna be professional. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna get very far talking over one another. I don't think we're gonna see that out of Pierre. One thing I noticed about the Conservative Party of Canada compared to the old Republican Party of the States is that we're much better politicians up here. It's a weird thing to say, and I can't really describe it, but I mean, we're just like better than the Republicans used to be. Type down below if you know what I'm talking about. And I really don't think Pierre will come out swinging. I think it's buckle up his tie up his shoes, and he's going to try to outsmart Mark Carney. And I really think it's going to be very, very good. But leading back to my point, is I really think it's going to be pro US versus pro Europe. And I think Canada might split over that. Um, that being said, it takes a lot more than a small trade war to divide a country, right? But I mean, there's been so much talk of it already. So much. And the West has so much disdain for the East. The East has so much disdain for the West. I love the West. I'm stuck here in Ontario. I don't want to be here. I don't want to move either, though. But yeah, I'm expecting a prime minister campaign of pro US versus pro Europe. And I'm really hoping that I'm honestly pretty sure all the polls are fake and lying. There's a couple YouTubers out there that believe the polls and just think that they're not polling properly or blah blah blah. I think it's an outright lie. And we're facing the same machine that went down in the States, and they're doing a little bit better of a job up here because Pierre's not a billionaire. You see, I'm going to break it down really quickly, okay? In the future, we're talking AI data centers where each building is powered by a nuclear power plant. Okay? This is how I know the climate change is a hoax. If we're heading to a future that needs one nuclear power plant for one data center, why are we going to green energy? These guys know the power of AI. They know what the future's looking like, and they're deliberately trying to do this. Getting to the point, I ramble. Canada is full of those rare earth minerals. Okay? US wants them. Right now, United States is making a peace deal with Russia and Ukraine where US gets all their minerals. You've already heard about it with Ukraine. They're doing the same with Russia. Russia's going to give Donald Trump all the minerals. That's why Trump's like, we don't need the minerals. In fact, they do need the minerals. They do. And that's why he's doing this. And now every deal that he makes from now on will always have something to do with rare earth minerals, because that's what we need to run supercomputers, quantum computers, and AI. Right? So that's what it's going to be. And obviously, Europe wants our rare earth minerals too. Right? They're going to want to cozy up to Canada so we can trade them some nice and cheap nickel. Okay? Now, let's get into this idiocracy. I'm going to react to this one. So buckle on up.
Roughly 1 month into Donald Trump's presidency, and we are seeing a reshaping of the global order and a less safe and stable world. In less than a month,
Donald Trump is super changing the world order. I think somewhere in the 1900s, they found it easier to tax your own people than it was to tax other people, other countries, or other companies. And then, of course, they found out how easy it was to corrupt the government. So Donald Trump is literally currently smashing down the life that we knew.
Donald Trump has already cozied up with actual dictators like Vladimir Putin, while calling our ally, President Zelensky, a dictator.
Now, what's a dictator? Well, so technically, what a dictator doesn't get elected. Pretty sure a dictator doesn't get elected, and he was elected. But come on, this is what people talk about with Donald Trump lies. Like, who cares if he's not a dictator, man? The dude, the dude he forces the media to propagandize its citizens, and he canceled all of the other parties. Ukraine is a one-party rule. Okay? Just because he says that he will leave president of Ukraine, he will step down from being president, doesn't mean he's actually going to do it. Has it happened yet? No, and it's not going to.
But let's be clear. Zelensky isn't the one who's ignoring laws and disregarding the courts.
You guys, there was this journalist that got caught. I seen it like a year ago. He got caught in Ukraine doing journalist work out there. He actually made a YouTube video saying that they were going to find him and kill him. And they did. And it's on YouTube somewhere.
Less than a month, he cut foreign aid and dismantled U.S. aid, putting thousands of lives.
And we all know what he cut in that.
He jeopardized a two-state solution in Israel-Palestine and mused about forcible expulsions and violations of international human rights. He pulled the United States from important pillars of the international system, like the World Health Organization.
This is exactly what you call floundering. This is exactly what you call floundering. These people are projecting on everybody sitting down there, and I bet you 3 people in that audience has the same thoughts he has. Everyone else is moving all of their businesses to the United States.
And the Paris Climate Agreement. He gave superpowers to billionaires and cozied up to tech bros who spread disinformation.
Oh, they loved tech bros back in 2021, though.
J.D. Vance and Elon Musk to endorse the AfD in Germany.
That's so funny.
A party widely seen as supporting or embracing Nazi elements in its midst.
You're fucking retard.
A party, I'll remind you, that Pierre Poilievre's caucus members met with.
Right? Just so we all know, right? This far right, this alt right, it stemmed from Germany, okay? It all came from Europe. Everything that we're going through today, it all stemmed from Europe. They're the ones that started it. And the G7 and all of that stuff, okay? Jagmeet Singh is a floundering lunatic, and he's irrelevant. Why is he doing this? He's not gonna win his seat. His party's not gonna win status. Watch my last video. His party's not even gonna win status, and he's not even gonna win a seat. Why is he doing this? He's really, really pissed at Trudeau. Like, he is really pissed at Trudeau. Trudeau really, smarter than anyone has thought, just crushed this guy. Just crushed this guy. And they knew it was going to happen from the very beginning. And they crushed him. And it's his fault. Because he could have called a freaking election over a year ago. Okay? Now, he sees the reason why the polls are going up. Why is the polls going up? Well, big bad orange man down south. So what is he doing? He's going harder than everyone else on Trump and Elon. He's going harder than all of them. Because he has to go, because in his mind, he feels like, I'm sinking because I'm not going hard enough on Trump. I need to go harder on Trump. Diaries of a Floundering Lunatic. That's going to be the title of my show. Guys, like and subscribe down below, please. And watch this video right here. It's of the downfall of Jagmeet Singh, the great and utter downfall. I'm your host, Parma John, and this is Niagara Due North. We do videos every week.